Okay, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I thought I was live streaming again for 10 minutes straight, but I hit the record button, not the live stream. I'm so tired. Look, I hit this record button and not the end. I just did a whole show, recorded it. My gooshness. Hope we, let's pray we don't get frozen here. All right, so we talked about Bitcoin, went over the idea that here this cup and handle is pumping to the upside, right? I had the head and shoulder. I don't want to act like I didn't take it away, but I'll take it away with you watching. We have a head and shoulder here, all right? I had to come back, the screen froze, but I'm not going to freeze on you, all right? And the first thing we did was we did Gala, right? And I saw that Gala's in an inverted head and shoulder. Daily's a little overbought, but the 4-hour has momentum, and so is the 15, but the 1 hour's overbought. So I suggest, you play the inverted head and shoulder and see if it can get you somewhere, but it's aggressive, and you are at a resistance. I would like to play support. You are at a resistance point for Gala, all right? But that inverted is calling my name. There's a possible move for Gala, but it's just aggressive. It's an aggressive move. God bless you on this fine St. Patty's. God bless you. God bless you. Sand also has the inverted head and shoulder, and it just broke out. You can see it. It's in the same idea. They're all got the similar pattern here. They're all in a similar pattern. Let's get rid of all this nonsense for Sand. Daily. Sand, is going to be big one day. You just know. It's got the metaverse. It's just going to bowl on out, in my humble opinion. Whatever happens to the markets, just Sand's is going to be a really nice area to accumulate until November of 2023. And November just seems to be the time where things just... Then we get into our halving and then things get out of control. All right? So you dollar cost average into Sand underneath $1, in my humble opinion. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. But Sand's amazing on that low. We're watching this thing at a giant cup and handle. Can it make the move? Everybody wants it. Can it get a pump? The daily wants for it to go. And the 2 days just getting started. We're watching this on the 2-day. This is one of my 2-day ideas. I want to see it pump in a giant cup and handle. Inverted head and shoulder played out there, the smaller one. And this trade is still open. No reason to close it. Still idea here. FRA. It's very small cap, which makes it a lot more high risk. Tight moving averages. Everything is falling in line. The cup and handle is ready to go. Look at the 2-day chart. FRA on the 2-day. So... starting to zoom out. We can start using way bigger time frames. If you're on my trading group, we wouldn't even think of using the daily, or maybe not even the 4-hour at one point. The market was so horrible. We had to use whatever the market gave us. Now the market's changed a bit, and we can move a little bit. Now I'm going to take a little honey tonight. I think I already did it, but I can't remember. Yeah, I did actually. That's what keeps my throat going so well. That's why I always have such a good voice on the stream. It's the honey, baby. And shout out to Be Well Honey out of Pembroke, Mass. Be well. So M-Swap. We bowled it out here, right? It was making like a slanted inverted. I was just being interesting. A slanted Adam and Eve. You see that? But it's bowling out. Or what it does here is this. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then gets the move to the upside. That's also kind of an idea, right? And pumps up to the 200 SMA. But it's getting pretty hard on the daily. So you're looking for this pump up to the 200 SMA. That's what you're looking for, really. That's the golden goose here for M-Swap. Small time frame. It's a small market cap, too. That's very risky. High-risk coin. Navi. That's my baby, and it pumped nicely. Came right back down, though. Got sold off immediately. Didn't get a lot of love. 2-day chart doesn't really have, it doesn't have enough data for that 2-day. 22 wants to recover here. Let's take a look at Navi, but it's a smaller coin. It's a good project. Long-term, it's not like something I might hold long-term, though. It's not like Wild or Gala or Blocktopia or even BNB coin or, I don't know. I would just swing trade this thing in and out. 4-hour looks amazing compared to most of the market. Could be making some type of right shoulder there, but it just has a little lack of liquidity too, just until we get more action in the alts. 4 hour looks like it could get a bit of a pump. It's just not my coin right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's up huge in the morning. But just not my coin for whatever. Right now, I've traded it before and I like Navi. But just something about it tonight just doesn't, There it is, the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder. You got the inverted head and shoulder on almost every single coin. Will it play out is the question. So pick your fancy on what inverted head and shoulder can play out to the upside here on these altcoins. You got that rounded top Bart Simpson head. And really, you're making these ascending triangles. They're getting tight with bigger moves to the upside. That's kind of what I'm seeing here for Trios. Our daily and our 22 are getting a little overbought, but they could just explode too, And that's when you got to either trust the pattern or trust the sauce. 30-minute says we could get a blast out to the upside here, getting oversold. Just not loving it, right? 50-minute says you can bounce out too. And the 4 hour is just, you could say it's just just crossed the dotted line. I could see big momentum come out of that. So it's almost like everything is we're all watching the same idea here. So a lot of the market is in this inverted head and shoulder. Okay. And Kaz. And Jasmine 3S 4 hour chart. Caspa on MEXC. And this thing's just getting tighter and tighter. This trade's still open. No reason to close this trade. This trade's still open. It's just look shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. This thing's also in that inverted. The whole market's in the inverted. Now remember, it looks like it could dump. The 4 hour looks horrible right now. I'll tell you that, but it could swing. And I like what the 1 hour is doing, getting tighter in the zone. It broke out of that to the upside. So this trade's still open until it's not, So I like what I'm seeing here for Kaz. And yeah, trade's still out there. 79% gains from the entry, which is kind of still right. We're a little bit above it. Kaz still on my radar here. Casper. And that would take you to the measured move at 2 cents. All right. Sammy in the group to the upside. Alchemy Pay if you have time. Sammy in the group. Real syrup is good too. I love maple syrup. I drink it by the but I will drink it sometimes. Just have a sip of it. It's so good. Alchemy Pay, we talked about it retracing to the 706, bouncing. Continue to bounce. It's up 69% now. And then we put it in this flag. That flag hit the target, came back down, and it continued to pump. Alchemy Pay, Alchemy Pay. I own some Alchemy Pay. Will it ever come back? Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder too. So the whole market's in the inverted head and shoulder. Right? Do you get the move is the question. Let's take a look at the total too. Total 3 actually, because that's going to it's probably going to be in the inverted. There it is. That's what the whole market's in right now. And so let's just break down what the alts are doing. They're getting overbought on the 4 hour time frame, but that doesn't, they're getting into the over, but that doesn't mean we couldn't see a bigger pump. Inverted head and shoulder says that this whole market rips. And so now let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. It should have a head and shoulder, and it should want to come down for us. And this is where really what the whole entire stream was all about tonight, was looking at the dominance. So dominance. We don't have the inverted head and shoulder, but we see a 4 hour that does want to come down. And that's going to be what we want. That's the love. That's the sideways price action. That's going to be Bitcoin kind of slumping, going sideways, and the altcoins giving us the love. So we can raise this up. We can rising wedge it. And we can say, please, can we make somewhat of a move finally to the downside here? And can this 4 hour give us a dump? We take a look at our 1. The 1 hour says, no, we're going to pump a little more first. Maybe one more move, come back, and then we can get the move down. So watch Bitcoin tonight. But hopefully by 6 or 7 in the morning, we could get some type of move back. That's what we're looking for. That's the hope. All right. And that's kind of the idea of Bitcoin dominance. I want to see this 4-hour take a dump. And the altcoins will be fun to trade here. We'll get some Saturday love, Saturday morning. So we want to see this 1 hour come back up, but roll over for Bitcoin dominance somewhere in the middle of the morning, by 3, 4 in the morning. And then that could be really good trading for the altcoins. Remember, all the altcoins are basically in the inverted head and shoulder. Look, there's shoulder, head. Take a look at optimism. We talked about, accumulating it tighter in this zone. Well, look, it has the shoulder head. They all have the inverted, but they're overbought on the 1 hour and getting high on the daily. So it's kind of like, so you don't have to chase. Never chase. Remember, if it pumps hard, wait for the retest. All right? Never chase. Remember, just take a deep breath. There's always another trade. Do not let emotions take a hold of what's happening. You will regret it in the long run. I'm telling you right now. You will regret it in the long run. All right, VRA trending right now on Twitter. Good sign that thing may actually pump. So VRA trending on Twitter. It's what I do in the trading group too. I'll be up all night just checking out. And I'll be, giving you guys updates and ideas of what's happening and what's moving in the market. Because if it's moving on Twitter, it's moving. I've regretted about 3 times now. Sam, much love. Can you chart my super chat for Treehouse? I watch you every day. We already did that. I already went over Treehouse. You must have missed it. Sorry. But it's there. Just go back. Like I said, I just did it. And the last but not least was the Jasmine short on KuCoin. Someone asked about a cup and handle on the 4-hour time frame. Slight cup and handle there, almost like a shoulder, a head and a shoulder too. A bit messy though. Something like this, possible, or could you say you were in here but you fell out with the head in a way? Do you just break up to the top of the pattern? What will that give you? 23%. 4-hour could pump. 1 hour could pump too. Interesting. It's not my favorite choice to trade tonight, but it looks like it could pump. The 1 hour and the 4 hour both oversold. 15-minute would have to come back down. I put an alert there if I was really trying to get down on it. It's not my special sauce right now, but it may pump. Ugly pattern. It's all. I feel like it had a head and shoulder that broke to the downside. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. There's a cup and handle there. I get it. Just messy. So we talked about Bitcoin here, making this cup and handle on the 15. However, I am more bearish than bullish based on the idea that we have a big bearish divergence in the 1 hour time frame. Swing down, that swings up, and it's sharp and confirmed at this point with 3 candles. So to me, it's confirmed, but we're looking at the smaller time frames to see if this cup and handle plays out. But to me, it just kind of looks like we're going to go sideways. So I could make a bunch of minutia on the small time frames, but we could just kind of let these things play out. I do see this rising wedge here that could break down 68% of the time to the point of control or to 26,200. All right. So I'm more bearish than bullish based on the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame right now. Both getting very overbought, but anything could happen. We could see a massive short squeeze in the 7. So far, the 7 seems to be rolling over. All right. And I had this idea as a possibility too, just to keep you on your toes. And this could roll over to the downside. If we bearishly retest this, like you fall down, you see that, that's telling you you're likely going to drop. So I'm more bearish than bullish. I see more sideways price action, but anything could happen. I could wake up tomorrow 30K and eat my own words. But it's not like last night where I saw a beautiful flag on the 7. Like this was us last night. I was drawing this, and I was like, we're about to, and I was like, man, this looks bullishly aggressive, and we would move. So hey, you never know. Anything is possible. We'll take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. And God bless each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. May you have a wonderful night and a wonderful day. And I'll see you tomorrow for a quick update. And I'll see you tomorrow night for the live screen share. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. God bless you.